The message arrived while she was brushing her hair in the mirror. A soft buzz on my phone, a name that wasn't saved, a preview line that ended with a heart. She didn't notice. She was humming, comfortable, certain. I watched her reflection instead of the screen. The way her smile lingered a second too long. The way her eyes avoided mine even in glass. I locked the phone without opening the message. Not because I was afraid of what it said, but because I already knew. That was the moment everything slowed. Time didn't break. I did. Later, in bed, she reached for me like habit. Fingers tracing skin she believed still belonged to her. I stared at the ceiling, counting breaths, rehearsing calm. When she whispered my name, there was concern in it. Performative concern. "Why are you ignoring me?" she asked. "Why don't you want me anymore?" I turned my head, smiled, just enough. "I know what you did," I said softly. "And I don't want you after your lover." Her breath caught. Her cheeks flushed. Not with anger, with recognition. I didn't confront her that night. I let the silence do the work. Silence is a language people confess to without speaking. Over the next days, I watched, listened, learned the choreography of her lies. The sudden gym sessions, the phone face down. The way she showered immediately after late meetings. I told myself stories at first. Work stress, phase, distance, marriage decay. All the excuses we inherit from men who didn't want to look closely. But details don't lie. They accumulate. Receipts in a jacket pocket she didn't wear with me. A second email synced to the tablet. A smile she practiced before opening messages like warming up for a role. I felt nothing on the surface. Inside, something rearranged itself. Not rage, precision. I stopped asking questions. I started collecting answers. I memorized patterns. Tuesday evenings, Sunday afternoons. A man with a clean car and predictable hunger. I pulled phone records under the guise of a billing issue. I screenshotted messages she forgot to delete from the cloud. I didn't need every detail. I needed enough. The strange thing was how calm I became. The betrayal clarified me. Every breath had purpose. Every smile I gave her was measured. She mistook my quiet for forgiveness. People always do. When the confirmation arrived, it was boring. An address, a time, a name that fit too well. No drama, no music, just proof. I waited until dinner. She talked about her day. I chewed slowly. Let her words bounce off me. When she reached for her wine, I slid my phone across the table. Open, bright. She didn't touch it at first. "What's this?" she asked. "You tell me." Her hands shook when she scrolled. Not violently, subtly, like a building adjusting to an earthquake. She laughed once, a small broken sound. Then her eyes filled. "It's not what you think," she said. I nodded. "It never is." She cried then. Real tears this time. Apologies stacked on excuses. Loneliness. Neglect. A mistake that repeated itself for months. I watched her with academic interest. This was the part where men usually shout. I didn't. When she reached for me, I leaned back. "I've known for a while," I said. "Longer than you think." Her face collapsed inward. That was the first real pain. Not being caught, but realizing she'd never been in control. "I wanted to see who you were when you thought I was blind," I continued. "Turns out you're very consistent." She asked if I loved her. The question was desperate. I considered it carefully. "I loved the version of you that didn't exist," I said. "That's not your fault. It's mine." The next morning, I left early. Not with bags. With copies. I sent the evidence where it would echo. To his partner. To her family. Not dramatically. Just facts. Clean. Time-stamped. Truth doesn't need commentary. When I returned, the house was quiet in a different way. She sat on the couch like someone waiting for sentencing. Her phone was dark. She looked smaller. "What are we going to do?" she asked. I picked up my keys. "We," I repeated. She understood then. Finally, the betrayal had consequences. She couldn't seduce or explain away. She cried harder. Promise change, therapy, anything. I felt nothing. I walked past her. Not fast, not slow. Perfectly measured. At the door, I paused. "You asked why I didn't want you," I said. "It's simple. I don't compete for what betrayed me." I closed the door gently. No slam, no spectacle. Somewhere behind me, something broke. Not loudly, internally. I didn't look back. By the time the sun set, I was already someone else. Not healed, not happy, but clean. And that was enough.